Hello, welcome back to Fatal Sky Sword of Deception, a custom campaign for VTOL VR that is very reminiscent of Ace Combat and slash Ace Combat inspired. So we're going into mission 4 today, Midnight Strike. So let's see, yeah, I believe this campaign basically alternates back and forth between the FA-26 and AH-94. It's like one mission FA-26, one mission and AH-94. So yeah, we're going to mission 4, which is an AH-94 mission. Midnight Strike. The Kingdom of Amaris has had enough. We've been tasked to strike Haines Bay to cripple the ECA's Doc's second battle group. Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna use the separated briefing room because I think that gives a better view. That should give us a better view of the briefing screen.
Good evening, pilots. We are standing at the precipice of a major war, but there's a chance that we can prevent it. So listen carefully.
Roger that. Alright. X-ray 1-1. Did I not select the separated briefing room? Whatever. Briefing.
Remora has been tasked by the Kingdom of Amaris to perform a preemptive strike on the Eastern Ceto Alliance following the loss of the Amarisian cargo plane that was shot down near our base. While Delta tried their best, the loss of this cargo plane was the last straw that forced the Kingdom's hand. With the ECA continuing to deny any involvement in the recent proxy attacks, the Kingdom has decided to strike back. An offensive to cripple the Alliance's second battle group has been authorized.
Oh boy.
The second battle group is currently headed to Haines Bay, an ECA-controlled port of call. Amarisian intel have discovered that the second battle group is planning to dock at the bay to offload anti-air systems to bolster the bay's defenses. Critically, intel also uncovered that the bay's defense system will be offline during the new equipment's integration process. However, the bay's defense network would only take about 3 minutes to reactivate once alerted of an attack.
Oh boy. We should take note of those locations of those anti-air positions.
This 3-minute gap is not enough for a long-range aerial offensive. Our planes will be detected and the bay's defenses will be fully reactivated before they can arrive. X-Ray, this is where you come in.
Roger that.
The plan is for our assault carrier, the Mobula, to sail along the coastline and get as close as they can to Haines Bay undetected. X-Ray will then sneak the rest of the way into the port city via the valleys. You will have 3 minutes to destroy as many priority targets once detected.
Okay.
Your priority targets will be SAM sites, AAA, storage bunkers, and ship hardpoints. For this operation, you do not have to sink the entire battle group. Causing enough damage to each enemy vessel will be enough to bring the entire fleet out of commission for a significant amount of time.
Roger that. Alright, so primary targets: SAM sites, AAA, storage bunkers, and ship hardpoints. Well, first of all, we definitely want to target the SAM and AAA before they reactivate. I don't think that the ships might not be. Let's see. Sneak into Hayden's Bay, destroy AAA systems within 3 minutes, disable the second battle group. Okay. Do not fly above the ridgeline. So looking at the path, looks like we're gonna fly through the valley, which will allow us to sneak towards Haines Bay. Copy that.
If this operation succeeds, it would give the Kingdom of Amaris complete control of the Western Ceto Ocean. Crippling the ECA's combat readiness should prevent a full-scale war. Good hunting.
Roger that. Interestingly, yeah, I kind of find it interesting that our carrier is called the Mobula, and we are part of Remora Security Services. Yes, I know those are named after like species of fish. fish slash sea creatures. But the Mobula and Remora were also names of aircraft in Ace Combat 3. Specifically, the Mobula, both of those were fictional aircraft utilized by Newcom Incorporated. Mobula was a high altitude transport aircraft, while Remora was a parasite fighter attached to Mobula. So, fun fact. So yeah, that's Suja loadout. So just one thing I want to make. One thing I want to say is that I've actually attempted this mission once before. I attempted recording this mission once before, but recording was kind of garbage. And I really was not feeling well that day. So yeah, I scrapped the recording, and now I'm doing a new recording. So yeah. I attempted this one before. It did not go well, but I have learned from it, and so this time it will go well. So our loadout is we have 8 AGM-145 ballistas and many Hydra rockets, which will be great for taking. The Hydra rockets will probably be great for just spamming on the ship hardpoints, while the ballista should be good for sniping the anti-air defenses. So yeah. Then we also have our chain gun, which will be good for taking out the individual hard points. Make sure I did not mean to open delivery. There we have the mission delivery. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Sorry, just making sure my recording's good. All right, let's do this. All right, start her up. Whoop. All right, there we go. It's dark.
Stormite to all stations. Tactical data link is now online. My radar will remain offline during this operation until the strike begins. There'll be nothing but a glorified relay station for the time being. You'll have to rely on your own sensors for enemy detection as you approach the bay.
Copy that, Stormite.
Roger that.
Apollo team, roll out.
Roger that, Stormite. Roger that, Apollo. Roger, Apollo.
X-ray. Apollo is getting into position to crater the enemy's runway once the strike begins. This should prevent any response fighters from taking off while you wreak havoc on the bay. As for your route to the AO, follow the waypoints through the valley and stay below the ridgeline. Do not fly above the valley or follow Apollo unless you want to alert the enemy. Remain undetected as long as possible, ideally until you reach the bay.
Roger that. Alright. Starting engine 2. Get all our displays set up. We definitely want to have our nav display up so we can navigate through, so we can effectively navigate through the valleys. Alright, engines are up. Engine power flight, EPU off. Oh yeah, I forgot to. I have my NVG set to the white phosphor, but I don't know how well I like the white phosphor because honestly, with terrain like this, it just basically it's just a flashbang for me. It's just a flashbang for me. It's like switching to light mode, especially with this kind of snowy terrain. So maybe I should have swapped back to the green phosphor. Oh well. Anyways, let's get going. Let's get going. Alright. We're up. Let's head on to course. Move on course. Alright, gear up. We do have a bit of a crosswind going through this valley. Yeah, we have a bit of crosswind from the left. So we're gonna have to compensate a little bit. We're gonna have to compensate with a bit more left cyclic trim. switch our lights off. And remember to stay low within the valley. Should I switch on my radar? I probably should switch on my radar. Yeah, you know, let's switch on the radar. Make sure there aren't any surprises for us.
They're installing their new SAM sites in the valley. Sneaky. You'd have been in big trouble if those were online.
Yeah, we would. Yeah, we would have. Let's just ignore those, I guess. Good thing they're not online. That would be bad. Definitely not foreshadowing. I mean, what? They're definitely not going to hear this helicopter buzzing through the valley. So either way around will work. Controlling our altitude. Hostile targets.
Those are ECA workers installing the new SAM sites.
That doesn't sound good.
Eliminate them before they can sound the alarm.
Roger. All right, engaging. Yeah, these guys these guys caught me completely off guard, or when I played this during my first recording. So yeah, we have to take out these guys quickly. Is that all of them? That's all of them.
I think we're in the clear. Fortunately, they won't know they're missing a SAM site until they reboot the system. But that also means we're committed to the mission now.
Roger that. Alright. Hostile turrets destroyed. Yeah, those guys caught me completely off guard. Completely off guard when I first played. And yeah, you have to take them down quickly, otherwise you will be detected. Otherwise, they will sound the alarm. And by the way, if the enemy gets alerted, you don't automatically fail the mission. But of course, that means their air defenses will be ready by the time you get to the bay. Anyways, he's continuing on. All targets destroyed. Continuing on the path. And by the way, you only have to destroy all the vehicles. You technically don't have to destroy the SAM site itself, but you do have to destroy all the vehicles. At least it seems like, once again, we can go either way, but the right side seems quicker, so we're gonna take the right path. Usually the right path is quicker because, we're going with the canyon path generally swings to the right. So, yeah. Once again, we're gonna swing around. Again, we're gonna swing to the right because that's just because that's the shorter path. Oh, more targets. Radar contact.
More ECA workers ahead.
More ECA
Destroy them
workers.
before they can radio back to base.
More ECA workers. What? What is that vehicle made of? Remember, take these guys out quickly. Alright, that's all of them.
Clear. Here's hoping that no one else heard the explosions.
Roger that. I'm gonna take out SAM sites. I'm gonna take out the SAM site as well because, I don't know, extra points or something. We are using a good amount of gun ammo, but we should be fine. Alright, we're gonna swing around to the right here. Is this the right way, or am I going backwards? I might be actually going backwards. Uh-oh, careful. Careful. Yeah, altitude limit is 1,300 feet ASL. I think I might be going the wrong way. Hold on. Hold on. Stop! Am I lost? Hold on. Am I going the right way? I don't know. No, I think I'm going the right way, yeah. Yeah. This is the right way. Don't mind me. So sorry. I had to check the map a little bit. Don't mind me. Hold on. Let me get my map out. Okay. This terrain is. Oh, flashbang. Flashbang. This terrain is kind of high and also kind of hard to see. Uh-oh, this might have been the wrong way. No, we're good. We're good, I think. Alright, under the bridge. Uh-oh, careful. Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. Ooh, jeez. Alright, under the bridge. Altitude's getting kind of high. That's a bit of a risky path right there. If you're not comfortable flying the AH-94 too much, I would not recommend taking that path. You should probably take the long way around. But anyways, continuing on. That's a kind of sketchy path. Not much altitude clearance. You're flying under a bridge. Alright, prepare for strike. Roger. Prepare for the strike. Yeah, moving on to the final strike waypoint.
X-ray. Intel shows that there's an enemy FOB near your location. You can take control of this FOB to rearm before striking the bay. But you need to strike quickly and disable every enemy before they can alert the main base.
Roger that.
Otherwise, head to the next waypoint to begin the attack on the bay.
You know what? Let's go take the FOB. Let's go ahead and take the FOB. We could use a rearm. I mean, you know, we could use a rearm of our gun after you know, after taking down those groups of enemies. And you know, of course, we could also use. But also this FOB will also function as our respawn point if we die, which is, you know, helpful. Alright. Stand by to engage the FOB. Just like with the previous groups, we have to take them all out before... Oh, is someone coming? We have to take them all out before they can sound the alarm. Looks like, looks like, yeah, there's definitely some, there's some, oh. Oh, come on, really? 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 What are the odds? Really? I flared. What? Alright, let's make sure we get all the targets at this FOB. Oh. Well, good thing there's this FOB here, so we can also that way we can rearm. Alright,
Nice job, X-Ray. FOB is now under our control. Once you're ready to attack the bay, head for the designated waypoint.
Alright. Well, well, on the upside, at least we can now rearm and repair at this FOB. You know, which will be helpful. Considering we just took a missile hit and some bullets. So, yeah, let's go land and rearm at this FOB right here. This is gonna take some time, but it's fine. Ooh, calm down. Are we right above? We're actually right above a helipad. Alright, let's put her down. Easy. Nice and easy. 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 Stop drifting. The wind, I think, is pushing us a little bit. Alright, the wind. Easy. The wind is pushing us to the right a bit. Come on. Alright, put her down. Alright, cool. We're down. Kill the engines. Well, we have to wait for the engines to spool down before we can actually get ourselves rearmed. Yes, I know I could just use the rotor brake to slow things down a bit faster, but proper procedure is to activate the rotor brake once rotor speed drops below 50%. And then we have to wait for then we also have to wait for the engines to drop below the green zone anyways, before they are technically considered shut down. Ground rearm.
Copy.
All right. Let's repair and rearm. Sure, we'll refuel as well. Why not? All right, repaired, rearmed, refueled. Let's go.
Okay, Chief, you're good to go.
And all right, and now let's start her up all over again. But anyways, generally taking this FOB is a good idea. Alright, APU's up. Starting engines. So anyways, how are you guys' days? I mean, I'm recording this pretty far in advance. I mean, I don't know. You're probably not gonna. It's gonna be a while until you actually hear this. I'm recording this like 3-4 weeks in advance, and of it being released. So yeah, I just want to play these missions, man. But it's gonna be like 3 or 4 weeks. These videos are gonna be released like 3 or 4 weeks after I record them. So yeah, gonna be a bit. In case you're wondering exactly when this video is recorded, the Switch 2 Direct just happened this week. So yeah, that'll give you an idea. Alright, engine shutting down. Sorry, APU shutting down, I mean, not engines. We don't want our engines to shut down, we just started them. Don't shut down the engines, we just started the engines. Alright, engines are up. Let's go. Let's not hit the ruins of that tent. Alright, gear up. Stay low. Actually, the wind is now blowing. Yeah, the wind is now actually blowing us. It's blowing from the south, so that means now we need to compensate by trimming to the right. Since we're heading more. We're swinging around back to the south, the southeast. Oop, careful. Alright. Make sure our TADS is up. Oh, jeez. TADS up. Hold on. Okay, this path can be a little tricky to navigate. Honestly, I'm just gonna activate my head track mode. It's a bit easy. Head track mode on the TADS. It's gonna be a bit easier on the eyes compared to the words compared to the NVGs. Alright, so we gotta head this way. Now this is also a bit pretty much sketchy, but this is also a required path, unlike that one we took before. We have to fly under more bridges, but also watch our altitude. Yes, not much. Make sure, again, watch your altitude. Fly under the bridges. Oh jeez, maybe you want to probably a good idea just lower your speed.
Altitude.
All right, we're good. We're good. Hold on, radar come. Hold on. Slowing down. All right, radar coming up. All right, this is it. Get ready. Arming weapons. Alright, engaging. Here we go. This is it. All units engage. This is it. Engage.
This is it, X-Ray. You've got 3 minutes before the anti-air defenses come back online. Destroy
Watch out.
as many SAM sites and AAAs as you can before they wake up.
Roger.
Follow here. Sending rockets to the enemy's runway.
Roger. Alright, first thing we won't.
Disable as many ship systems as you can to cripple the fleet. No need to sink them.
Roger
Just
that.
enough damage to put them out of action.
Alright. I'm gonna primarily target the air defenses. We actually don't the radars on the ship on the dock ships are actually not a priority. They will not activate. Oh geez, we're taking fire from tanks. We should... Yeah. The radars on the dock ships are not a priority. You just mainly want to target the SAM radars and AAA. But any ships that are floating in the harbor, we do have to target their radars. I believe there might also be the IR APCs and saws around. So you should watch out for those as well. Alright, those AAA guns. And there is oh, yep. Apollo's cratering the runway. Good job, Apollo. So we want to target the air defenses concentrated around the dock areas. The dock areas as well as at the airfield. That's alright, that cruiser's radar is neutralized. Let's take out the guns as well. Oh! There's the RRAPC. Looks like RRAPC and SAW unit moving into position. Let's take those out. Zoom out, please. No, it's a tank. It's an IR-APC and a tank.
Chat flare. Missile chat flare.
Woo! Nice. Alright. Move. Heading. Let's continue our attack. Looks like looks, yeah, Sam's. That's Sam's AA gun. The airfield. There's a bunker. There's one of the bunkers, but we can't do anything to that bunker. What's that? It's an IR APC over there. There's a SAM unit. There's a SAM.
Challenge flare.
Yeah, let's take out that IR APC over there. Alright. IR-APC neutralized.
X-ray, be advised. 3 minutes is almost up. Any remaining anti-air defenses
Roger.
should be coming online soon.
Roger. Alright. Anti-air units are coming online. Let's take them out. Alright. Oh jeez, ping fire. Watch out for that. For the AAA. Oh jeez, AAA. Incoming AAA fire. Oh jeez. Come on. All right. Anti-air defenses neutralized. All right. We shouldn't have to worry about any more air defenses. Let's take out. All right. Now let's work on the ships. Again, the dock ships will not the dock ships aren't gonna fire back at us. So we should be free to hit them with impunity. Come on! Nose down, please. Nose down. What is my helicopter doing? Nose down. Why are you... Dude, nose down. Alright. Which would be great, which is actually pretty nice for us, because that means these Sea Whiz guns on the cruisers aren't gonna be a concern to us. Now I'm detecting all these radars, but those are all the inactive ships. All right. Let's also start hitting all these. Let's also maybe try to take down some of these tanks so they don't shoot at us. Come on. Come on. Dude, really? Alright. Tanks are neutralized. Those tanks are neutralized. Let's go finish taking apart this cruiser. One of its guns is still operational. Make sure we take that out. So this DMS cruiser over here. Alright, gun neutralized. So remember, we do not need to sink the ships. We only have to target the hard points on the ships. So, like the guns, the missile launchers, etc. Knowing what all the hard points are in the ship does help a bit. like these DMS cruisers here. All right, I'm just gonna do a rocket barrage on the deck. And especially, remember that rockets cannot sink ships. Not since oh geez, careful. Remember, rockets cannot sink ships. All right, that cruiser is completely crippled. Now, what's that over there? That's a tank. Sure. We are out of missiles, so we gotta be a bit careful. And we're down to less than half our gun ammo. Dude, really? What is this tank made of? Jeez. Let's try to yeah, we do need to conserve our ammo a bit. Alright, let's do a rocket barrage on the deck. Oh, careful, we're getting shot at from behind.
Those helicopters are shredding the second battle group into pieces.
Uh-oh.
Here's our QRF.
QRF?
Here by now.
Doesn't sound good.
X-ray. Quick reaction fighters have been detected fast approaching your location. Bravo is coming in to provide cap, but the enemy fighters will reach you first. You
Roger
need to
that.
find a place to safely hide until Bravo
Hide?
arrives.
Where can we hide?
Caught in the open.
Where do you suggest we hide?
I've got an idea. Head towards the airfield and tuck yourself inside one of their hangars. They can't shoot what they can't see.
That's crazy, but it works. That's a crazy idea, but I guess it'll work. So let's go hide. Because we definitely cannot deal with enemy fighters. There's no way we can deal with enemy fighters. So let's go hide in the hangars at the airfield. Remember, Apollo has cratered the runway, so all these aircraft at the airfield are stuck here. Hopefully none of the troops, of the soldiers at this airfield, notice us just piggybacking in one of their hangars. Don't mind me, boys. Go back to sleep, boys. Don't mind me. Yeah, this is definitely something you should be aware of. Enemy fighters will eventually start coming, and you have to hide in the hangars until Bravo arrives. Alright. There also appear to be, like, rearm points inside the hangars. I don't know, is that intentional? But that would be pretty... Okay.
Fighters have arrived.
Uh-oh.
Stay out of sight, X-ray.
Oh, here they come.
ETA is
They're here.
out.
They're here. Uh-oh.
On.
Roger. Hide. Hide, 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 hide. Rolling onto the... Alright, rolling into the hangar. Skirt. Alright. I feel like this is it's not intentional for this to actually be a rearm point, so I'm just not gonna. So I guess I won't rearm, even though we are running a little low on ammo. We are starting to run a little low on ammo, but you know what? Let's just hide in here. Let's just turn ourselves around. Turn ourselves around so that we'll be ready to get back out there. Our radar just picks up all those parked fighters. Yeah. Anyways, the enemy QRF fighters have arrived, and there is no way we can take them on. Let's hide until Bravo gets here. You can see Bravo arriving. You can actually see Bravo arriving right there. Well, not arriving yet, but they're on their way. Just sit tight and wait. And wait for them to arrive. Let's do a quick check of our ammo. 480 gun rounds. And 68 rockets. Not super ideal, but how many targets we have to destroy 50 we have to destroy 50 50 ship targets. We have to destroy a total of 50 ship hardpoints. We've destroyed a total of 18 so far. So we should make sure to conserve. So we should definitely be conserving our ammo a bit.
The cavalry has arrived.
There's Bravo. Right. All right, Bravo has arrived. Look at those missile trails. Woo! Go get 'em, boys!
Man, look at all those missile trails.
Woo!
Never get tired of seeing that.
X-ray, finish your objectives while Bravo keeps the enemy fighters busy.
All right, roger that. All right, let's go. All right, Bravo's keeping them busy. Let's get back out there.
Missile launch.
Ooh, looks like there's SAMs. Looks like there's some SAMs online. Looks like there's some mobile SAMs online, so we gotta keep an eye out for those. Yeah, I see some saws online.
Missile launch.
I see detecting a saw on my IRWR. Let's stay low.
Missile launch.
Stay low. I think I see them on radar. I think I have them on radar. But let's stay low and watch out for those saws. Let's see if we can sneak around and surprise them.
Missile launch.
Anyway, I probably should have saved some missiles for those saws. Probably would have been a good idea. Radar contact? I have radar contact? What is it? It's a tank. Anyways, we don't have to worry about the fighters. Bravo will handle them. Let's try to get as close as we can into targets before firing. That'll help us conserve ammo.
Missile launch.
SAM launch.
Launch.
There. Uh-oh. Oh, I can't avoid that. Alright. Hostile. Alright. Saw neutralized. That's one saw down. There's definitely going to be more saws somewhere. Okay, this tank is... Really? This tank is annoying me. Stop. Like, can you not, sir? Sir, can you, like, not?
Missile launch.
There might be an... Oh. Yep, saw. Over there. It's by the last dock. I see him by these buildings for cover. You know what? Let's just use these buildings for cover right here, while we take apart some of the other ship radars.
Reporting Grand Slam.
Roger that.
X-ray, hurry up and finish what you have to do before more enemy fighters show up.
Roger that, Bravo. Perfect. Alright, let's hide back here, and actually, you know what? Let's just continue using these buildings for cover from those SAMs. Just fire short bursts at these hard points, conserve ammo. Anyways, if you're curious about what exactly all the ship hardpoints are, DMS cruisers have their top radar, 3 gun turrets, their VLS on the back, and like 5 Yeah, 5 SAM launchers on the bow. And the NMSS cruisers have their long-range missile tubes on the bow, 3 Sea-Wiz turrets. There are 2 radars and 2 VLS sets on the stern. Oh, there's we're in view of those saws again. Just shoot short bursts. How is this thing still alive? Yeah, the DMS cruisers have 3 gun turrets, 2 on the stern, 1 in front of the superstructure. And then the 5 SAM launchers on the deck. All right, you know what? Let's go. All right, let's try to go take out that those SAMs. Let's see if we can take out those SAMs, and see if we can complete the mission without having to rearm. Being shot at by this. Uh-oh. Alright, nice. Terrain masked. Use the buildings for cover. Again, the people living here aren't gonna exactly like that. But we should be able to stay low and avoid them. Stay low. I think that's the only other group of SAMs. So we should be able to simply take those out. Stay low. Stay low, stay low. They seem to be just chilling by the last set of docks. So let's try to get into range. Where's that tank going? He's just... Bro's like Tokyo drifting or something. Alright, careful. Let's come around the corner. Whoa, where is my thing aiming? Whoa, whoa, not in the house. Not... Oh, what? How did that kill... What? Huh? What? How? How'd that kill me? What? Huh? I took like 3 bullets, and apparently 3 bullets just completely exploded my helicopter magically. Not sure how. Not sure how that happened. Not sure how those 3 bullets magically exploded my entire helicopter. Yeah, I have no idea how that, like, huh? What? Huh? Alright, well, good thing we have the respawn point at the FARP, and now I guess we're just fully reloaded, so, sure. So, I guess now we're just fully reloaded, so whatever, I guess. Alright, let's get back out there. Yeah, not sure how that happened. He hit me with like 3 bullets. And then my entire helicopter just magically exploded. We don't actually have to, we don't have to stay low anymore, but it looks cool. Oh, SAM launch. SAM launch probably on Bravo. Let's see if we can let's take out those mobile SAMs with our that looks like a tank. Might as well just blast it with our All right, there's the SAMs. Use the building for cover. All right, missiles out. Get the cover. Woo! All right, we're good. Ah, we're taking heavy fire from below. Stupid tanks. Those tanks are actually the most annoying. Are actually so annoying. Like, shut up. Who asked? Oh, this saw is actually still alive. What? Well, he's not gonna be for much longer. There, now he's dead. Apparently, the saw was still alive. Ah, controls are a little sluggish because of all those bullets that we took. Well, now at least we don't have to conserve ammo anymore. Okay. Alright, coming back around. Yeah, it's kind of funny that the NMSS cruisers have less hard points than the DMS cruisers. All right, neutralized. Yeah, control's a little sluggish because of the damage. All right, that cruiser is crippled. Cruiser is crippled. Should just be a few more hard point. Should be just be a few more boats that we got neutralized. And it's a real shame that we had to that we just randomly had to die. I hate that. But on the upside, I guess we're fully rearmed now. That's actually the last radar in the area. This one DMS cruiser.
Good job, X-Ray.
All right.
The Alliance's second battle group has sustained significant damage. The fleet should be out of commission and no threat to the kingdom for effectively a year.
Roger that.
The remaining targets of interest in this bay are those fortified storage bunkers. Lock onto them with your radar so you can share the coordinates to Apollo via data link. Apollo should have a few rockets left on them.
Roger that.
Affirm. Just give us the codes and we'll deliver fresh rockets to their door. Guaranteed 2-minute delivery.
Roger that, Apollo. But I honestly, we have ammo. Let's see if we can finish cleaning up some of these ship hardpoints. Let's see if we can finish cleaning up some of these ships. Alright. That should be all of them. Alright. Ships should be cleaned up. Enemy ships are clean. Nah. Alright, enemy ships are completely cleaned up. 62. Apparently we're missing 2 targets. That's fine. You know what? That's fine. Now we gotta lock on. Now we gotta use our radar to lock on to those those bunkers. Those bunkers that we saw earlier. So that Apollo can, blast them. I remember seeing the bunkers. Where are they? I saw the bunkers. Where are the bunkers? Let's lower our radar elevation. See if we can get a good track on the bunkers. I think our best bet is going to be just locating bunkers with our eyes, with our with our TADs and then just using our radar and then adjusting our radar from there. I believe there's one bunker in each section of the city, so yeah. Oh, actually, we definitely saw one around the airfield, like behind the airfield there, like past that factory. There it is. There, bunker. That's not a bunker. I saw a bunker. There's definitely there. Bunker. Bunker identified. We don't have view. Okay, there. We got radar contact. Bunker. Yeah, locked. Bunker locked. Fire. Let's take a look if there's any in that section of the city. That's a tank. That's a boat. Yeah, we just kind of blasted. Hopefully they don't get too mad at us for doing this. Because, yeah, we touched the boats and you generally don't want to touch another country's boats. You generally don't want to touch another country's boats, as Japan learned in World War II. You don't touch the boats. I think that's a good bunker. Bunker. Identified. Target locked. Oh, go hit him, Apollo. Uh-oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, easy. Whoa, we flipped over. Don't mind me, we're fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Alright. What target? Are we missing any boat hard points? Because apparently we're at 60 out of 62. Oh, easy. Calm down. That one? Nope, that looks crippled. Alright, calm down, helicopter. Alright, let's move on to the next section of the city. There's probably one in this section and one in that section. Oh no, that's just a boat. Yeah, apparently we're missing 2 boat hardpoints, which is fine. I kind of want to find what those hardpoints are. I don't know. The completionist in me wants to find those remaining boat hardpoints. All right, there's a tank. That looks probably another tank. Yep. Oh, I see it. I think I see it. I saw heat signature. I saw a heat signature down here. That could be it. I thought I saw a heat signature down here. Oh. Missile launch? Oh, in the city up there. I swear I thought I saw a heat signature around here. Oh, I see heat signature. It's like it's like perfectly hidden in the middle of all these buildings. There it is. Come on. Hit it. Alright, target lock. Go get him, Apollo. Go get him. Here come the rockets. Rockets inbound. tank. Make sure we take him out. That might be too close. Actually, that's fine. Woo! Kaboom! Alright, one more. One more, there's gonna be one more target, and we're just gonna blast him with our... And we'll just blast him with our... oh, I see one ship hard probably missed. Apparently I didn't destroy the second VLS on that cruiser. Tank destroyed. You know what? Let's just missile out. It's probably the second hard point I missed. That one more hard point I missed is probably a secondary VLS on another NMSS cruiser. All right, where's this last bunker? I swear I saw it somewhere around here. One more bunker. Where? There. Target acquired. Alright, okay, let's put her... Easy, easy! Calm down, calm down! Alright, let's actually get a... Let's see if we can get a good view of this radar blowing up. Sorry, of this bunker blowing up, I mean. Put your nose down. Alright, there it is. Let's get a good S-cam. Let's actually see if we can get an S-cam view. Alright, locking target. Target acquired. Hope you guys enjoyed all the fireworks. Go get them, Apollo. Woo! It's still alive. Hit him! Keep hitting him. The bunker is still alive. Come on. Keep hitting him. There we go. All targets destroyed.
All units, RTB.
All targets destroyed.
Without their northern battle group, the ECA will be forced to spread out the rest of their fleet to fill in the gaps. That'll push the standoff into the Kingdom's favor. Amerisian Command predicts that it would be disadvantageous for the ECA to declare war now. Let's see if they're right.
Roger that.
Hey, don't I get some credit too? I did my part.
Oh, there's the last ship hardpoint. Hold on, let's go blast that. Anyways, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. Alright, and that should be all the ship hardpoints, right? Yeah, 62 out of 62. Yippee! I really wish we could have done that without dying, or have it without dying, but oh well. I guess. And honestly, I'm not sure it would have had enough ammo to complete that anyways. Yeah, I'm not sure if we had enough ammo to complete that without rearming anyways. Oh well. Alright, mission accomplished. We did it. Alright, 73 kills. Nice. Hooray. And one death. That one death is very unfortunate. Oh well. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.